Hi guys, welcome back to Sheri Approved, and this is my second video in my 2019 Roundup series where I am sharing with you the products in makeup and skincare that I discovered or rediscovered in 2019. So these are favorites, not necessarily all my favorites, but I decided to show you the products that I actually either purchased in 2019 or probably at the end of 2018 and got to really use in 2019 that I fell in love with. So it doesn't mean that all my older stuff that I didn't love and I didn't use, but you all hear me talk about those all the time, so I wanted to kind of show you the new stuff, that has been impressing me, or has impressed me in 2019. Let's start with eyeshadow palettes, and the first one I'm going to show you is a very colorful palette. So this is the palette that I reached for when I wanted to do very bold or very colorful looks, and I wanted to have a colored base. Probably sometimes I use this alone and did like a full matte look, well, except with using probably something lighter on the lid, or I use the shimmery shade on the lid. But this is a gorgeous palette. Just look at those colors. And not only that, you all know that Colored Rain, Queen of Hearts, no matter how much eyeshadow palettes I buy and how much I have, Queen of Hearts is still my number one palette. If I had to have only one palette of light, it will be that. And their matte formula is great, and there was no disappointment in this one. I will say though that the pink shade, this shade and this shade, will stain the eyes a little bit, but I find that happens a lot with pink shades, like my Juvia's Place palette too. Does that happen to you all? I mean, it comes off eventually, but they do stain the lid eventually. They do stain the lid if you use them. Next palette that I used, I got lovely use out of. I purchased this at the end of 2018 as well, and this is the Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction palette. Oh Lord have mercy. And this, look at that. So I have this shade. That's the shade I have on my inner lid here. And some of these shades, this is the thing with Pat McGrath, is that in her palettes you get so many different textures and formulations, just like Natasha Denona. So you have these mattes which are so bomb, but then you have some shimmers, and these shades, oh, I'll just do the swatch of these. So like, look at that, absolutely stunning. Like these two shades, if you use this with a brush, you may not get like that punch that you're looking for unless you use like a mixing medium, like Arlene Fidero's mixing medium, or maybe Inglot Duraline or something like that. You mix it, you touch your brush with it, and then you pat. But I find the best way is with your fingers, and that's exactly what I did. I find your fingers really pick up that pigment, and it applies it, and it stays on, and I love it. So I do have some of these shades on my eyes today. This is a superb formula, one of her best palettes. Like, I mean, most of her larger palettes like these are really stunning. Next palette that I will show you is from Natasha Denona, and I picked up, I don't know if it's 2 or 3 Natasha Denona palettes this year on sale in 2019, but this one was definitely by far my favorite. And let me try to not blind you, and you could see that I got a lot of use. This is what's on my eyes, like the base of my shadow. You see that yellow? I was living for those yellows. Like, I love a yellow crease, like setting up that crease with that yellow and then the orange kind of thing. But those yellows, beautiful. In fact, the mattes are actually what I love most in this palette. I love the color selection. It really speaks to me. You will always get a lovely look with this palette, and while it's neutral, it's still bold. I like that. It's like very Caribbean-y, very sunrisey. This is sunrisey, but I feel like you get a sunset look as well, and I actually prefer this one than the sunset palette. And I love the size as well. The next palette that really impressed me, I mean, it shouldn't be any surprise to anybody, because you all know that I love Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I actually purchased this, and I purchased the Riviera this year, and I loved this one more than the Riviera, and this is the Jackie Aina palette. Again, you could also see that I've been getting a lot of use from this, and this palette surprised me. Like, at first when I saw it, I was like, you know what, I could probably pass on this one, but you all know I collect ABH shadows. She has been overdoing it in 2019 though, just too much, and your girl not of that life, sorry. So I actually slowed down on my purchases from her, and I thought when I saw this one, yeah, I have this, but then when I got it, I realized that This palette is so versatile. Actually carry with me on my travels. Like, you could get a bright look, you could get a purpley pinky look, you could get a very neutral look with these shadows here. This gold, if you know you're going from day to night, you just pop that on your lid, and this is gorgeous on the lid or in the inner corner. This palette, I highly recommend this if you were looking to pick up a new ABH palette, definitely. And the quality of this is really good. It did not disappoint me at all. This one is also another Pat McGrath, and I had picked up these 6-pan ones. They had like a sale. Was it 20, 25 or 30 US to them? Yeah, so your girl couldn't pass it. But this one was the one that impressed me the most, honestly. These shades, this particular one, this is the, which one is this, boy? This is her, this is the Mothership Subversive Metamorphosis palette. And this one, there are no mattes here, but these are like liquid metal. Like, I wore this. I wore this. Look at that. It is so satisfying. So satisfying. Like, if this goes on sale again because you don't want to pay the full price, like, pick it up, because this one, the formula, you'll fall in love actually with Pat McGrath just from that 6-pan palette. If you know you find it's a little bit too much to buy one of the 12 pans. And by the way, just buy them on sale. Please wait until Black Friday or something like that and get a good discount. Thank you very much. This next palette looks very, very basic, but this is the Jouer Essential Jet Set Matte Eyeshadow Palette, and I got this also on sale, I think like $10 to $12, and since I got it, I have not been able to put it down. This, like how much I was using this, remind me of how much I was using the Kat Von D Shade and Light, the All Matte palette. This was providing the base for me for everything. Everything I was using this. They blend out beautifully, not that much fallout. I use this peachy shade is the brow highlight that I'm using today. Gorgeous palette, fantastic value. This is excellent quality. Hardly anybody talks about Jouer, but this matte eyeshadow palette really, really impressed me. And I have one more palette to share with you, and that's this also from Jouer. This is the Jouer Ultra Foil eyeshadow palette, and this one I got at the end of 2018 as well, but I got this one in 2019. Yeah, I got this one in 2019. And this, guys, like, if you want foils, these are phenomenal. Like, I will do a couple swatches here as well for you. I wonder if I could get which shade, boy. Let me try this green. Like, whoo, look at that. Look at that on the eyes, and look at that duochrome one there. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Like, I just need to set up my eyes with the Essential Jet Set Matte, and then I have this foil and I have a complete look. But just look at some of these shadows that I've loved in 2019. Absolutely stunning. These are gorgeous palettes. I recommend them. If you get a chance to pick up any of them, do stick. That Jouer palette, the original price, it is $54 US. Even at $54 US, I would actually repurchase it because the quality is there. It's really, really phenomenal. So those are the eyeshadow palettes amidst all the ones that I have purchased that really, really impressed me. I did not pick up any Colourpop eyeshadow palettes, for example. Colourpop like released so much, but I just wasn't into Colourpop this year. I don't know why. Yeah. Anyway, so moving on. I just have 2 liners to show you, and I actually hardly used gel liners this year. My gel liner is probably hardening by now because I hardly use them. What I have been using especially is this one. This is the Zoeva Graphic Eyes, and this is not necessarily something that I fell in love with in 2019, was it? But I will say it was a rediscovery because I pulled it out. I have backups. This is my last backup. Like, I went through 5 of them. This is phenomenal. And what I do is I will actually take an angled brush, pass it along the tip of this to do my liner on my lids. If I want to do liner, like I don't have a liner today, this is waterproof, and this black is jet black. Huh. Look at that, like jet black. So I actually use this in my waterline because it's waterproof. I use it to line my upper lid. I will use it on my lower lash line, and it performs phenomenally. And the second one that I'm mentioning to you, okay, this one looking a little jacked up, but this is by a brand called Julep. I don't know how many of you know about Julep. I think they're more known for the nail polishes, but they also have other products. And this product is actually one of their star products. This is their Gel Eye Glider, and this is in the shade Bronze Shimmer. I got this in a BoxyCharm, or I think it's a BoxyCharm a long time ago, and I only really pull it out and use it this year because one of my favorite liners by Urban Decay was coming along to like this, and I just love that look. And I don't know if I could show you it, but that's the liner. It's the only thing I have on my lower lash line today. I didn't put any shadow or anything like that. I just put it on the waterline, and then I just blend it out with a brush. Look at that beautiful shade. And I noticed that I don't really like to use so much black on my lower lash line. So I love this deep, deep brown, but it also has a little bit of shimmer. That's what they call it. They call it what? Bronze. Yeah, bronze shimmer. But it's a really, really good formula. It lasts very, very long on the lower lash line. And I love it so much. For Black Friday, they had an awesome sale, like 60% off or something. And I purchased 10. Purchase time. You'll look out for an upcoming haul because I loved it that much. So we finished eyes. I have 2 more categories of products to share with you, and this one is lips. Now, I personally find it difficult to talk about lips because I mean, wearing lipstick multiple times of the week. There's so many lipsticks, and I did purchase some lipsticks also, although I didn't need any. But for sure, if I had to choose probably by most one lipstick for the year, it will be this. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Toast. I was wearing it in almost every single YouTube video, like a lot of videos. People will comment on pictures. What are you wearing? ABH Toast, ABH Toast. And then I realized ABH Toast is a limited edition lippy. I got this at the end of 2018 as well in the big kit that they brought out, the medium to deep liquid lipstick kit, the bronze kit. I don't know if you all remember it. And this was the shade, one of the shades in there. I put it on the first time, fell in love with it, and then I put it down around October because I realized it was limited edition. And then I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to finish the lipstick and I wouldn't be able to buy it back. I love the shade so much. But that's what I'm actually wearing today. I picked it up again. So yeah, definitely this one. Then Huda Beauty wasn't a formula that I had tried before until this year because I got this in Ipsy. This is the shade Sugar Mama. It's like, on me, it looks, it's like a peachy nude. This formula is like really thin but pigmented. And I know a lot of people say like the formula is not consistent, you know, among shades. I don't know if you could see it there. But this one looks really nice on me. It's a very, very neutral, peachy look, and I love it. Gives me a nice nudie lip. Especially with my favorite liner, Colourpop BFF3, or you all know the other one, Colourpop. They're like literally the same shade. And then this one is later on in the year. I talked about True Therapy Cosmetics, and I fell in love. But this one is their lip cream, and this is in the shade number 17. Beautifully Broken, is it? And this has been life. Like, can you see that? Oh, I have not been able to put this down, and in fact it's probably very close to the shade that I'm wearing, except that this one is matte and this one is a sheen. So clearly, oh yeah, look at that, we have a little team going on here. And then I didn't get this one in 2019. I got this as well at the end of 2018, but was loving it off. And this is by Pat McGrath. You all know that I love her matte trans lipstick formula, and this is, guess what shade? Leatherette. Now, I have worn this several times. I'm going to actually insert a photo of me wearing this because it's a unique shade for me. It's more vampy for me than I'm accustomed wearing, because I usually do nudes and or mauvey shades. But yeah, this was one from the first time I wore it. I fell in love with it. I found it was flattering. Would you wear it though? Would you wear leatherette? Comment below if you would wear leatherette. Let me hear if you will wear leatherette, if anybody has it. But comment below, will you wear leatherette? And I'm not going to talk about the Colourpop liner because that's not a discovery of 2019. I've been wearing that forever. I love that one. But the one that I did discover that I loved in 2019 beside my Pat McGrath liner is by Beauty. And this one is the shade 038. This is the second one that I'm going through. And this one is, I run out of space. This one is a more mauvey shade. You could see how creamy that went on. Very, very easy, very pigmented. I actually have it on today with the Anastasia lipstick. And I actually love this. I love this a lot. So if I'm not going for that more brownie, nudie effect with the Colourpop, but I want a mauvey one, this has been the line that I've been reaching for, the by Beauty. This is food grade materials, and I bought a couple backups because they were discontinuing it, so it was on sale for like, I don't know, $6 or something like that. So yeah, I bought a couple. And then we have our last category here. I'm not going to talk about lashes in any of these videos because in 2019 I got into lashes, but I don't think that I'm a connoisseur yet to be able to like really recommend. But yeah, this last section is on setting sprays. This one I discovered very, very late. Now, they have this product, but in different packaging now. This is the Freedom Professional London Satin Spray. Freedom is a brand by Makeup Revolution. They related sister company, something like that's supposed to be their professional brand, but it's still very, very affordable. I think these are like around 7 to 8 euros, I think is the price for it. But I had this for a long time, but I only pulled it out the latter part of 2019. Fell in love. This thing keeps your face matte. Not necessarily the most innovative sprayer, but it's a very good mist. But this thing works. It has been working wonderfully for me, especially in this hot weather. The next thing is one that I did tell you all that I fell in love with. I love the Milani Make It Last Satin Spray, the clear one. That was the original one, but then somebody recommended to me to try this matte finish, the matte charcoal. And this, throw away the other one. I mean, the other one is good, but this, I'm not even going to pick up that one. This works so phenomenal that I picked up 3 more. So these this is the full size of it. I picked up 3 more of these when they were on sale recently, because this one is finished, but that works amazing. So if you like the original Milani but you're oily skin and you want something that's going to keep you a little bit more matte and long wearing, yeah, definitely try this. And then finally, I did tell you all about this before. I have been speaking about it. I got this in BoxyCharm, I think. I hope I'm not butchering Ipsy right now. But yeah, I got this in BoxyCharm. This is the Iconic London Prep Set and Glow. And first of all, I was in love with the look of it. And then look at that beautiful mist. And then this has like micro shimmer or something. Like, I don't know what it is. Because if you leave it to stand, it will separate, like the pigment or whatever goes to the bottom. And then you shake it up and then it gets like this. But then you spray. The smell is so, so good. And I am not sure if it is the smell that's making me think I like this. I'm not sure. Because it's so, so good. Like, it could have some kind of, relation there. But yeah, this product though, that's the setting spray that I have on my face right now. I love that it gives your skin a beautiful, natural, radiant finish. But it's not greasy. It's not oily. And most of the times what I actually do is I will actually set my face first with something that's going to be like a matte setting spray to like the makeup, and then I will put this on to give me that lovely radiant glow thing, because I'm so into the glowy makeup. Yeah, so guys, that's it for my 2019 roundup when it comes to makeup. The products that I discovered or rediscovered in 2019 that really impressed me. I think that you should try if you get the opportunity to, especially when on sale, if you can. Some of them are affordable, some are a little bit more high-end, but I think they're within your reach. So please, beside what I asked you to comment on, share something else. Let me know what probably in 2019 you discovered, what makeup item that blew you away, that you fell in love with, that is going to be a part of your routine. I'll see you guys in the next videos, because we're going to talk skincare very soon. Bye.